I got it.
Good evening. Today we are going to talk about our current selection, Julie of the Wolves by Jean Craighead George. Also, the winner of the 1973 Newbery Medal Award. How would you like to find yourself lost in the Arctic wild? How would you feel if you had to get used to a new culture? How would you feel if you had to learn a new language? And how would you feel if you depended on a pack of wolves to be able to survive and for them to bring you food on which you could live? All these things you will find in this selection, Julie of the Wolves. This story is about a young Inuit girl by the name of Mayax. Mayax lives near the Arctic Circle in northern Canada. She's lost in the wild and realizes the only way she can survive in the bitter cold is through depending on a pack of wolves to bring her food. She's decided to run away from her village after her father's death. After learning of her father's death, she decides to try and adjust to the new culture that is being introduced on her native people by the white people moving in. She attends a white school and is attempting to learn how to live in this new culture, and also begins to go by the name of Julie. However, she finds her old culture and her new culture colliding with each other throughout the story. When she comes of age, at about 14, she's asked to be married off to a boy she doesn't know. She consents and marries this boy, but soon learns that he's violent and has many, many problems. As a result of his problems, she chooses to run away into the wild and go south to the lower 48 states. As she goes along, she realizes that she's lost her path and comes upon a pack of wolves. One of the wolves she names Kapu, and the other one is Amarak. She slowly studies them and learns their new language, just like you and I may study another language out of a dictionary. She learns how to communicate to them to bring her food so she doesn't starve to death in the Arctic wild. As she continues, she also sees that there are other threats moving in on her wolf pack. She sees white men trying to hunt her wolves from an airplane up high in the air. When one of the wolves is wounded, she attempts to nurse him back to life, to full health. As the story continues, Julie receives word that her father may not be dead yet, after all. So she makes the choice to return to her village and civilization to see if she can find her father. She must then also make the choice. Will she stay in her old Inuit culture, or will she adapt and learn a new culture? She must choose, like her father, whether or not she will adapt, and then must also choose if she wants to go back to the wilderness with her wolf pack, or if she wants to stay with the Inuit people, which could also mean some very unpleasant results for her if she chooses to return and be married off to a husband she doesn't want. If this sounds like a story for you, we recommend this as your new read. Some of the other works that are by Jean Craighead George that you may also like are the sequel to this story, Julie, and then the next sequel after that, Julie's Wolf Pack. Other books by Jean Craighead George also include My Side of the Mountain, another award-winning book, Arctic Sun, The Big Book of Our Planet, and cats of Roxville Station, just to name a few. Thank you, and I have enjoyed doing this talk for you.